Guys, good morning. Sorry I'm so late in the day. I had a really miserable, rough night. I slept right here sitting up. Something yesterday upset my stomach and it got really bad. Turned into really bad reflux, and I had reflux all night long, and I haven't really slept at all, and my stomach. I've been sitting here sipping on this for since 5 a.m. when the DoorDash guy dropped it off. I've been sitting here sipping on that every few minutes. Oh, not good. Not good at all. But I won't die. I don't know if I got into a red onion in something or what, but I'm wondering because it hurts like right here real bad all the way up. Let me adjust this so you don't see the Tilson. I said I have to adjust my camera so you might want to keep that face covered. All right. Okay. Don't walk behind me. All right. Yeah, that's more than they can handle. All right, September 21st. The people occupied Jerusalem. Nehemiah 11, 1 through 36. The leaders of the people were living in Jerusalem, the holy city. A tenth of the people from the other towns of Judah and Benjamin were chosen by sacred lots to live there too, while the rest stayed where they were. And the people commended everyone who volunteered to resettle in Jerusalem. Most of the people, priests, I skipped a line. Here's a list of the names of the provincial officials who came to live in Jerusalem. Most of the people, priests, Levites, and temple servants, and descendants of Solomon's servants, continued to live in their own homes in the various towns of Judah. But some people from Judah and Benjamin resettled in Jerusalem. From the tribe of Judah, Athahiah, son of Uzziah, son of Zechariah, son of Amariah, son of Shephatiah, son of Mahalalel, of the family of Perez, also Messiah, son of Baruch, son of Kolhoseh, son of Haziah, son of Adaiah, son of Joirib, son of Zechariah, from the family of Shelah. There were 468 descendants of Perez who lived in Jerusalem, all outstanding men. From the tribe of Benjamin, Salu, son of Meshullam, son of Joed, son of Pedaiah, son of Kolaiah, son of Messiah, son of Ithiel, son of Jeshaiah. After him were Gabai and Salai, and a total of 928 relatives. Their chief officer was Joel, son of Zichri, who was assisted by Judah, son of Hasanua, second in command over the city. From the priests, Jedaiah, son of Joirib, Jachin, and Sariah, son of Hilkiah, son of Meshullam, son of Zadok, son of Marioth, son of Ahitub, the supervisor of the temple of God. Also, 822 of their associates who worked at the temple. Also, Adaiah, son of Jeroham, son of Pelaiah, son of Amzi, son of Zechariah, son of Pashur, son of Malchijah, along with 242 of the associates who were heads of their families. Also, Amashai, son of Azrael, son of Azai, son of Meshulamoth, son of Immer, and 128 of his outstanding associates. Their chief officer was Zabdiel, son of Haggadolam. From the Levites, Shemaiah, son of Hashab, son of Azrikam, son of Hashabiah, son of Buni. Also, Shabbathai and Jozabed, who were in charge of the work outside the temple of God. Also, Mattaniah, son of Micah, son of Zabdi, a descendant of Asaph, who led in thanksgiving and prayer. Also, Bakbukia, who was Mattaniah's assistant, and Abda, son of Shemua, son of Galil, son of Jeduthun. In all, there were 284 Levites in the holy city. From the gatekeepers, Akub, Talman, and 172 of their associates who guarded the gates. The other priests, Levites, and the rest of the Israelites who lived wherever the family inheritance was located in any of the towns of Judah. The temple servants, however, whose leaders were Ziha and Gishpa, all who lived on the hill of Ophel. The chief officer of the Levites in Jerusalem was Uzzi, son of Bani, son of Hashabiah, son of Mattaniah, son of Micah, a descendant of Asaph, whose family served as singers at God's temple. Their daily responsibilities were carried out according to the terms of a royal command. Pethahiah, son of Meshezabel, a descendant of Zerah, son of Judah, was the royal advisor in all matters of public administration. As for the surrounding villages with their open fields, some of the people of Judah lived in Kiriath Arba with its settlements, Dibon with its settlements, and Jekabzeel with its villages. They also lived in Jeshua, Moladah, Beth Pelet, Hazar Shul, Beersheba with its settlements, Ziklag, Mechannah with its settlements. They also lived in En-rimmon, Zorah, Jarmuth, Zanoah, and Adullam with their surrounding villages. They also lived in Lachish with its nearby fields, and Azekah with its surrounding villages. So the people of Judah were living all the way from Beersheba in the south to the valley of Hinnom. Some of the people of Benjamin lived at Geba, Michmash, Asia, Bethel with its settlements. They also lived in Anathoth, Nob, Ananiah, Hazor, Ramah, Gideon, Hadid, Zeboam, Neballat, Lod, Ono, and the valley of craftsmen. Some of the Levites who lived in Judah were sent to live with the tribe of Benjamin. A history of the priests and Levites, Nehemiah 12, 1 through 26. Here's a list of the priests and Levites who returned with Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, and Jeshua the high priest. Seraiah, Jeremiah, Ezra, Amariah, Malach, Hattush, Shechaniah, Haram, Meremoth, Iddo, Ginnethon, Abijah, Miniamin, Moadiah, Bilgah, Shemaiah, Joirib, Jediah, Salu, Amok, Hilkiah, and Jedaiah. These were the leaders of the priests and their associates in the days of Jeshua. The Levites who returned with them were Jeshua, Benui, Kadmiel, Sherebiah, Judah, Mattaniah, who with his associates was in charge of the songs of thanksgiving. Their associates, Bakbuiah and Uni, stopped opposite them during the service. Jeshua, the high priest, was the father of Joachim. Joachim was the father of Eliashib. Eliashib was the father of Joiada. Joiada was the father of Johanan. Johanan was the father of Jaddua. Now, when Joachim was high priest, the family leaders and priests were as follows. Moriah was the leader of the family of Seraiah. Hananiah was the leader of the family of Jeremiah. Meshullam was the leader of the family of Ezra. Jehohanan was the leader of the family of Amariah. Jonathan was the leader of the family of Melach. Joseph was the leader of the family of Shechaniah. Adnah was the leader of the family of Haram. Helkai was the leader of the family of Meremoth. Zechariah was the leader of the family of Iddo. Meshullam was the leader of the family of Ginnethon. Zikri was the leader of the family of Abijah. There was also a leader of the family of Miniamin. Piltai was the leader of the family of Moadiah. Shemua was the leader of the family of Bilgah. Jehonathan was the leader of the family of Shemaiah. Mattaniah was the leader of the family of Joirib. Uzi was the leader of the family of Jediah. Kalai was the leader of the family of Salu. Eber was the leader of the family of Amok. Hashabiah was the leader of the family of Hilkiah. Nethanel was the leader of the family of Jedaiah. A record of the Levite families was kept during the years when Eliashib, Joiada, Johanan, and Jaddua served as high priests. Another record of the priests was kept during the reign of Darius the Persian. A record of the heads of the Levite families was kept in the book of the history down in the days of Johanan, the grandson of Eliashib. These were the family leaders of the Levites: Hashabiah, Sherebiah, Jeshua, Benui, Kadmiel, and other associates who stood opposite of them during the ceremonies of praise and thanksgiving, one section responding to the other as commanded by David, the man of God. This included Mattaniah, Bakbuiah, and Obadiah. Meshullam, Talmon, and Akub were the gatekeepers in charge of the storerooms at the gates. These all served in the days of Joachim, son of Jeshua, son of Jehozadak, and in the days of Nehemiah the governor, and of Ezra the priest and scribe. The returning exiles, 1 Chronicles 9, 1b through 9. The people of Judah were exiled to Babylon because they were unfaithful to the Lord. The priests of the exile, the first of the exiles to return to their property in the former towns were priests, Levites, temple servants, and other Israelites. Some of the people from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, Ephraim, and Manasseh came and settled in Jerusalem. One family that returned was that of Uthai, son of Ammihud, son of Omri, son of Imri, son of Bani, a descendant of Perez, son of Judah. Others returned from Shilonite clan, including Asaiah the oldest and his sons. From the Zerahite clan, Jael returned with his relatives. In all, 690 families from the tribe of Judah returned. From the tribe of Benjamin came Salu, son of Meshullam, son of Hodaviah, son of Hassenuah, Ibniah, son of Jeroham, Elah, son of Uzi, son of Mikri, and Meshullam, son of Shephatiah, son of Reuel, son of Abnijah. These men were all leaders of the clans, and they were listed in the genealogical records. In all, 956 families from the tribe of Benjamin returned. The returning priests. 1 Chronicles 9:10 through 13. Among the priests who returned were Jedaiah, Jehoiarib, Jachin, Azariah, son of Hilkiah, son of Meshullam, son of Zadok, son of Marioth, son of Ahitub. Azariah was the chief officer of the house of God. Other returning priests were Adaiah, son of Jeroham, son of Pashur, son of Malchijah, and Masai, son of Adiel, son of Jazirah, son of Meshullam, son of Meshulamoth, son of Immer. These are so many names. In all, 1,760 priests returned. They were the heads of the clans and very able men. They were responsible for ministering in the house of God. The returning Levites, 1 Chronicles 9:14 through 34. The Levites who returned were Shemaiah, son of Hashab, son of Azrikam, son of Hashabiah, a descendant of Merari, Becbacher, Harash, Galal, Mattaniah, son of Micah, son of Zikri, son of Asaph, Obadiah, son of Shemaiah, son of Galal, son of Jeduthun, and Berechiah, son of Asa, son of Elkanah, who lived in the area of Netopha. The gatekeepers who returned were Shallum, Akab, Talmon, Ahiman, and their relatives. Shallum was the chief gatekeeper. Prior to this time, they were responsible for the king's gate on the east side. These men served as gatekeepers for the camps of the Levites. Shallum was the son of Kor, a descendant of Abiasaph from the clan of Korah. He and his relatives, the Korahites, were responsible for guarding the entrance to the sanctuary, just as their ancestors had guarded the tabernacle in the camp of the Lord. Phinehas, son of Eleazar, had been in charge of the gatekeepers in earlier times, and the Lord had been with him. And later, Zechariah, son of Meshlemiah, was responsible for guarding the entrance to the tabernacle. In all, there were 212 gatekeepers in those days, and they were listed according to their genealogies in the villages. David and Samuel the seer had appointed their ancestors because they were reliable men. These gatekeepers and their descendants by their divisions were responsible for guarding the entrance to the house of the Lord when that house was a tent. The gatekeepers were stationed on all four sides, east, west, north, and south. Their relatives in the villages came regularly to share their duties for 7-day periods. The four chief gatekeepers, all Levites, were trusted officials, for they were responsible for the rooms and treasuries of the house of God. They would spend the night around the house of God, since it was their duty to guard it, and to open the gates every morning. Some of the gatekeepers were assigned to care for the various articles used in worship. They checked them in and out to avoid any loss. Others were responsible for the furnishings in the items in the sanctuary, and the supplies such as choice flour, wine, olive oil, frankincense, and spices. But it was the priests who blended the spices. Mattaniah, a Levite, and the oldest son of Shallum, the Korahite, was entrusted with baking the bread used in the offering, and some of the members of the clan of Kohath were in charge of preparing the bread to be set on the table each Sabbath day. The musicians, all prominent Levites, lived in the temple. They were exempt from the other responsibilities since they were on duty at all hours. All these men lived in Jerusalem. They were the heads of the Levite families and were listed as prominent leaders in their genealogical records. All right. Whew, goodness gracious. That was a hard reading. All right, my friends. Actually, I might wait and start this next chapter tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait and start that next chapter tomorrow. Right, Meredith? Made it even more fun to read, not having any sleep. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and pray. God our Father, thank you for this time together. Thank you for your word, even though sometimes it's very difficult to read. It's hard to read through the names. It's hard to wrap our minds around all that's taking place. And sometimes it just becomes a mishmash of big names. But I know that your word does not return void. And I thank you for that. And I thank you for the detail of our lives that has been recorded of all of these people's lives that we can learn from and that we can grow, and it serves as a reminder of how you care about the details of our lives. God, help us today as we go through our day to honor you with everything that we say and do. Help us to maybe even take a day of rest, and just have everything that we do today be glorifying to you, our God. In your precious name I pray. Amen. All right, my friends. Thanks for joining me this morning. I actually might go live for just a few minutes to show you how I make Boston baked beans, because we're going to have Boston baked beans for supper, and they're super, super easy to make. What are you laughing at? He looks forward to the aftermath, I guess. His own aftermath, not everybody else's. So I'm just gonna go live looking like this. You all can handle it, right? If you want to see me make Boston baked beans anyway, if you'd like to see that, then I will go live and throw those together, show you how I make them. They're super easy. They're so good. They're so good. And Marin mentioned last night, you know what I'd like to have is baked beans and hot dogs. That's a great idea. We haven't had that in forever. So I'll go live in a few minutes. I'm not getting ready for all of you. I love you, but I'm not putting on makeup or anything today. So you're going to have to deal. Hopefully you'll join me there.